Hello again, I'm back talking once more with Lindsay Harper, the author of How to Have an Affair, a novel that's just been published. Hello again, Lindsay.
Hello.
Last time we talked, you said that these days you don't have any friends because you spend all your time writing. Was that a joke or is there some truth in it?
Oh, there's some truth in it. I write full time now. I spend most of my day, could be 6-7 hours a day writing, and my only companions are my dogs. So anything that takes me away from writing, like if I have to go shopping or anything, is a real intrusion. So I will get up in the morning, I will write all day until my lunchtime, and then afterwards I'll write again, so I'm taking my dogs again. So yes, it's just day after day. I mean, I do have some days off. I've had today off, for example, but most days I'm there. I can't wait to write. It's not as if it's a chore. I just love it.
Do you regard it as a job?
Yes, I do regard it as a job because my house is on 3 levels and I actually come down to work. So this is my office where I am now and my computer's there and I will sit and write at a desk. So yes, I will come to work. I usually start actually earlier. I can be writing by 8:30 in the morning, and then I will work say all day. So yes, it's definitely my job.
Are you one of those people who has music playing in the background for atmosphere?
Absolutely nothing. Just silence. I don't have anything. I don't put music. I don't have television on. I have nothing. Just me and my characters. my friends, as I say, that's the last time. They are my friends. They take a life of their own, and I look forward to finding out what they're going to do.
During the writing process, does anyone else see the work, or are you very secretive about it?
No. The 2 main people that see it, my husband reads it, and my daughter reads it.
When I read it, I thought there were quite a few very good sex scenes in there. What does your own daughter think about reading her mother's sex scenes?
She's a bit... I suppose she will read it, but she tries to detach herself a little bit from the fact that her mother's written it. My son won't read it. He's maintained. He's read some of the book and he's read some of it, but he will just stop. If it is a sex scene, he wouldn't dream of reading anything written by his mother.
So he misses those...
He will miss those out completely. He doesn't want to know.
Because those are the ones I reread.
Yes. Well, he probably would if it was written by somebody else, but certainly not his mother.
I don't blame him, really. I really don't. When you're writing the sex scenes, are these things that you've done, or you just heard about, or read about, or is it just that you think your characters would do?
I think it's the thing that characters will do. I mean, some of the things, yes, I've done, and some of the things, no, I haven't, because it's not in my personality, but it's in theirs. I try to shake it up a little bit. I don't just want to write about sex in a bed, same position, over and over again, because I think it's boring to write, and it's boring to read. So I like to write about different places, so I do write about sex outside quite a lot, or in cars, or in fields, or somewhere just a little bit different, where people are just reading something to keep them interested rather than say just the same old, sex in a bed.
When you write the sex scenes, do you get turned on at all?
Absolutely. I shouldn't say that, should I? But yes, I do. I mean, it's like anything. When I'm writing a sad scene, I'll cry. If it's a happy scene, I'll laugh. So if it's a sex scene, yes, it's exciting. So, yes, I do.
Do you think the readers will get excited?
I'm hoping so. If I'm writing well enough, they should do.
Would you say How to Have an Affair is an emotional read?
Oh, very much so.
Yeah?
I mean, I know for a fact it is, because for a couple of the reviews I've had so far, which you can be seen on Amazon, one lady was, it was emotive to her because she was going through a divorce. And she was in tears, and I've had a couple of people said, oh yeah, it really touched a nerve, did that part of it, because she'd had a few problems as well. So yes, it does definitely touches the nerves of some people. And even though people aren't being divorced or had affairs, I do try to write about real subjects that are emotional and people get involved in it.
But emotion isn't just crying, is it? I mean, emotion is making people laugh, for example.
Oh yes, there's some funny bits in it as well, some hilarious bits in it. And I laugh out loud when I'm reading them, and I've had comments saying, oh, that bit was brilliant, I love that. And my editor, sent me a couple of things, that was really, I was laughing out loud. So yes, everything that I try to write about, I want people to really feel it. So whether it's sadness, sex, or happiness, I want them to really feel the characters and what they're going through.
See, people find you funny. I know that over the years. Well, we do. We have a little laugh at you, with you.
Thank you.
So it's nice that you put comedy in it. It's a good selling point, comedy in it.
I think so, because that's, to me, I'm trying to write about life. So life isn't always really serious. It's not always really funny. Even if I'm writing about, because people have asked me this before, that's a really serious subject you're writing about. I thought, well, yes, it is, but why not? There can be some humour around it, because that's just in general in life. People will spend a whole day. There could be tears in a day. There could be crying. There could be laughing. All the things that are happening to a person. I'm wanting to make these characters as believable as possible.
The great playwright Alan Eckbourn says the same thing. When you're telling a joke, you look for the serious point. When you're saying something serious, you look for the humour.
That's right.
It's good advice.
Yeah,
yes?
yeah, absolutely. That's what I try to do. I mean, say the comedy in it. Yes, there's not a comedy in every bit, but when there's a funny situation and there's quite a lot of sarcasm in it and a few witty comments. So I'm just trying to make it as. And I do a lot of dialogue in my books, which I've learned over the years that's what people like to read. They like to read about the character. They can really feel a character from the dialogue, and that's just how they would speak. And I try to write like how they would be talking to each other in a conversation.
I suppose a book that's got a lot of dialogue in would be easier to transfer to other media, adapted for the stage or television or radio. Or
Absolutely. I mean, some of the ones I've thought about this. The one is not far to go to making it a play or a screen, for television, because there's not an awful lot of description in. Because that's my personal taste. I don't like a book that goes on and on about what's the context of where they all are and what's happening. I'd like to, yes, there's a little bit, you've got to know where somebody is, but mostly it's about dialogue, because I think you can really learn about the characters much better from dialogue than you can describing them.
Yes.
It is, it's tell, you don't want to be telling them, you want to be showing them.
Show, not tell.
Show, not tell, yep.
If you're halfway through a book or whatever, do you know how it's going to end?
No. I'm not somebody that plans, and even to the stage where last week I found myself writing about a character, I thought, she wasn't going to do this is nothing like, I'd got vague idea in my head, but because she's a character in her own right, this is what she would do, it's not what I think she should do. So I'll often get to the stage where I actually don't know how a character's going to finish, and I don't know how the book's going to end, and I'm coming to an end now. I've got a vague idea, but how they get from here to there, I will see when I'm writing, it just comes to me.
Well, that's very interesting. Do you know who they're going to go to bed with and this sort of thing?
No, I thought I did, and that's what I'm writing it.
It's like life, isn't it?
Absolutely. So no, I just thought that. So when they said there's two in this book, I don't want to give too much away. I thought she was going to end up with him, and she ends up with him. So no, different.
Finally, this is the first of 3 books, How to Have an Affair. 2 more to come. Do you like the whole business of promoting the book, talking about the book, talking about yourself?
It
goes with it these days.
Yes, it does. You have to do that. Yes, I do. Yes, I enjoy this. I like the interviews, and I like talking about it. And I can talk about myself all day, if anybody listens. But as to all the social marketing and the social networking and things, I do it because you have to do it. But it's not. I'd rather be writing.
Well, I'm sure I'll be writing a lot more. Thoroughly enjoyed the book, How to Have an Affair. Lindsay Harper, thank you very much indeed.
Thank you.